Hello everyone and welcome to my first YouTube video about Pokemon Go PvP. In this video we will be playing in the Master League Premier Cup Season 4 and we will be trying out a team that features Chandelure. I was very anxious to try out Chandelure since I had a 100% Litwick lying around. In the first 3 battles I will be using a team with Snorlax, with Lick Superpower Body Slam, and Gyarados using Dragon Breath, Hydro Pump, and Crunch. I also had a version with Aqua Tail, but didn't have the resources to power it up. So I didn't do too many PvP battles this season, so I'm still a bit rusty. But let's see how it goes. So now we're in a Gyarados mirror match. Our opponent is using Waterfall. We are using Dragon Breath. Able to get some crunch chip damage away from the Togekiss, and at this point things aren't looking too good since our opponent still has 1 shield and Charm is doing a lot more fast move damage. In fact, he's able to get to the Ancient Power and that will be finishing us off. We move on to the next battle. We're still trying to get the hang of things. Another bad start. We switch into our Gyarados, they switch into Dragonite. This isn't too bad since our Gyarados is using Dragon Breath. Trying to go for some crunch chip damage or maybe get a shield. We get a shield, it's even better, so now we're up 1 shield, so we bring in the Snorlax to soak the Dragon Claw damage, try to farm some energy. To then hopefully land a superpower on whatever he has in the back, but he brings in a Machamp, a perfect catch, then switches into Metagross. So we bring in a Chandelure and now we're able to see how much damage Fire Spin does. We will be shielding the Meteor Mash, throwing the Shadow Ball, which will be finishing off the Metagross. Then I use the shield. I was anticipating the Rock Slide, but it's just a cross chop. This will be a critical mistake, I think, since now the Rock Slide will be coming through, taking us out. And then Machamp is able to finish off Snorlax. Still a pretty close battle, so let's move on to the next one. So we have Snorlax versus Togekiss, another bad lead. But we will be able to get some chip damage with the body slams from the Togekiss. As you will see, Togekiss will defeat Snorlax. We're staying in this battle. So now we can bring in Chandelure and farm some energy. Fire off the Shadow Ball on the Dragonite. And see how much damage that does. That does quite a bit. I think at least 60%. Then we bring in Gyarados to use our Dragon Breath to take it down. We're able to fire off a Crunch on the Metagross. 50% damage. At this point we still are hanging on to our shields. Now we should see the first shield, which we do. I decide to let Gyarados go to finish off the Metagross with the fire spins. This team wasn't going too great, so at this point I switched things up, as you can see in the left side of the screen. I changed the team to Togekiss in the front, then Excadrill, and Chandelure in the back. This time I will be using Hex. I tried both Fire Spin and Hex. I think Hex is a little bit better since it will charge up your charge moves a little faster. So let's see how this first battle goes. We had a pretty good start of the battle with Togekiss against Machamp. So now Excadrill, also a very good choice, I think, in this Premier Cup. Maybe I'll do some videos about Excadrill later, since it also has access to the Rock Slide, which gives it not only play against the Steel types, Magnezone and Metagross, but can also threaten Togekiss, Dragonite, Gyarados with its Rock Slide. So we're able to take the first battle. Let's move on to the next one. Another good start for us with Togekiss. They switch into Metagross and we can bring in Chandelure. We shield the Meteor Match, then throw the Shadow Ball. A little bit of lag. At this point, I wasn't counting too good. I was expecting another Meteor Mash, but it was an Earthquake. Still not a bad decision, I think, to let it go, since we still have Excadrill. At this point, they have no shields remaining, so we will be able to get to the Flamethrower, which will be one-shotting the Magnezone. And then it's Togekiss versus Dragonite, which shouldn't be a problem. Since we still have, as you can see, it's actually pretty close, but we're able to get to the Rock Slide to take out Dragonite. And that's another win for this team. Moving on to the next. We have another unusual pick with Torterra. Very good matchup for Togekiss, as you can see. Charm doing big chunks of damage. They throw in the Sand Tomb, then bring in Rhyperior. I don't have a very good counter to Rhyperior, so I bring in Excadrill. We both do super effective damage with our fast moves. They still have energy left to throw a charge move, so we have to shield. Then we have loaded energy on our Togekiss, able to throw the Ancient Power and get to another one. And they do decide to shield, so at this point we're also going to use our last shield. We're able to get to the Shadow Ball, which will be taking out Togekiss, and then in comes Torterra. And another Shadow Ball will be taking him out, which is another good game. Then I think we have one more battle. Here you can see Excadrill. Dragon Claw doesn't do too much damage. Rock Slide is really good against Dragonite. Has to use his last shields. Things aren't looking too good. We're able to... Is this an earthquake? No, just a meteor mesh. And that's an unfortunate loss. I think we have one more using this team. So we have Togekiss versus Dragonite, another good lead. They switch into Metagross, so we bring in our Excadrill. As you can see, Excadrill does super effective damage with the Mud Slaps. We're able to use our shields and take it out. They bring in Gyarados. So we throw the Rock Slide, get shield, able to get to another Rock Slide, and get the final shields. At this point, I bring Togekiss, Shield Crunch, so we are able to get to the Ancient Power, which will be taking out, not taking out, almost taking out Gyarados. And then it's Togekiss versus Dragonite. This can only be a Dragon Claw, so maybe we will be able to finish off the game with Togekiss. So unfortunately we didn't see Chandelure in the final battle, but that was another good one. So let me know what you think about these teams. I had a lot of fun playing with Chandelure. Overall, I think it's a little bit too weak to compete in rank 9 or 10 battles. Maybe if you have a little more skill than I do, then you will get away with it. Overall, in experimenting with these teams and some other teams featuring Chandelure, I dropped some points, so I will be trying to regain those points in playing around with other teams. I think there are some safer options out there to increase your rank at the moment, so I will be trying out some other teams the next days, and I will be sharing those battles with you. See you in the next one. Bye.